The marine layer appears it won't be going away anytime soon, but nevertheless, we've got baseball from Petco Park. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres. The Padres look for the series sweep at home against their division rivals. First pitch is next. CC Sabathia is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He will lead this one off today. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, nothing better than winning that last game at home before you go on a long road trip. They have the opportunity to do that today. Let's see if they get it done.
No doubt about it, Dero. They're looking to embark on an 8-game road trip. First things first, win this one here. Worry about getting on that bird for 8 games after this one here today.
One and 2 to DJ LeMahieu. The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. In there, a base hit.
Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
Yeah, and some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. LeMahieu aboard here at first with nobody out. 1-1.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
This is on the ground over to first. Oh, but the feet of the shortstop is off the mark. Luckily for them, the left fielder retrieves this ball quickly.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Now the 1-0 from CC. Looks at a 2-seamer right down the middle.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Now Sabathia's 1-1. 1-2 now.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
None out, runners at first and second. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on DJ LeMahieu. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He currently sits 7th in the National League in runs batted in, so a good guy to have at the plate in this situation. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. called strike at the knees, 1-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
The 2-1. And there's a base hit on the line. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Dero, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
First pitch on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. 24 home runs for him on the season as the Rockies have taken a 4-0 lead.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game. But things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam. And they might not be done yet.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
Foul tip held on to behind the plate at strike 2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. 4 runs here in this half inning. And here's one that misses, so the count runs to 1-2 now on Iannetta. Two and two to the Colorado catcher.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys. And when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Stepping into the box, Ian Desmond, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Ball one. A ball and 2 strikes.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. But the damage long since done for the Rockies as they played 4 on the grand slam. On to the bottom of the first at Petco Park. It's now 4-0 Colorado. Tyler Anderson, the Nevada-born starter, will get the call in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
So digging in now, Manuel Margot. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses ball 1. Head-to-head numbers against Tyler Anderson. He brings a 4 for 12 line. He also has 1 home run. These Rockies guys, they've been mired in a team-wide slump of late, as with the loss last time out, they've now dropped 8 of their last 9 decisions.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1-4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on the plane, and get out of here.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Lofted in the air out to right field. Waiting on it is Dahl. 1 out. With a moment here in downtown San Diego, a look at the Padres starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I love the way Eric Hosmer plays the game. He hit 9 home runs last month. There was a period where he just caught fire. He got into a nice groove and started launching baseballs, and he hasn't lost that home run stroke yet.
Here's Brandon Phillips, and the average isn't pretty, down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. McMahon on the move, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Batting third, first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Ready now, Eric Hosmer. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive, base hit.
A little 2-out lightning right there, Dan, in the first inning. Let's see if the cleanup hitter's got anything in store.
Boy, what looked like such an easy and a promising easy inning for the pitcher. Now he has to deal with the Thunder, the cleanup hitter coming up.
Digging in, Will Myers, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a foul tip held onto here at strike 1. Myers, a 27-year-old, he was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Here's a strike. Hosmer is off at first with 2 away. Here's another 0-2. Count remains at 0-2. Another 0-2 home. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. The 0-2 once more. Hard hit ball to short. Over to LeMahieu covering at the bag, and that ends the inning. Padres leave 1. They trail here 4-0. Here's Ryan McMahon now, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And he takes strike 2. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at infielder Freddie Galvis, a guy who bounced around in the early part of his career, but his glove is his calling card, and he's settled at one of those premium positions up the middle, and look for him to have a big day on defense.
Into the box now is the Colorado pitcher, Tyler Anderson, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Lifted down the line in left. Coming in is Myers. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Ready for another chance. DJ LeMahieu. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. The pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Renfroe is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Nice job there by CC Sabathia. Now let's see if the bats will follow suit. They're down 4-0. At the plate, Hunter Renfroe, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Iannetta is under it. 1 away.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Chase Headley. Here comes the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0. Is in there for strike one.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swing and a line drive. And a fair ball as this will head out toward the 322 sign in right. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Wow, the pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't anywhere near the strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about that one.
Coming to the plate now, A.J. Ellis. And he's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. He's set. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Head-to-head numbers against Tyler Anderson. He's gone 3 for 11. Not close. It's 2-0. Two-0 count. The pitch. And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. LeMahieu takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Into the box now, Freddie Galvis, runner in scoring position with two gone. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Headley rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with two outs.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well. And after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at. So you can say, hey, he's gone a whole calendar week with getting at least one base hit. So there's a lot of positives going on right now.
From the stretch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Fly ball out toward left center field. Blackmon on the move. And that retires the side. Padres leave a pair. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. At the plate, David Dahl, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
Right fielder, David Dahl.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And he falls behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2 from Sabathia. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Here now the 2-2. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Margot's under it. 1 down. So with 1 away now, let's quickly give you a look at the standings in the National League West entering play today as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. At the plate, Charlie Blackmon 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. Right over the middle, knee high.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Drilled to the right side, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
The batter, number 20, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
So striding in, Nolan Arenado. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 31 for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Digging in to try it again, Trevor Story. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Story is usually more of a threat when facing left-handers like this. The right-handers tend to give him a bit more trouble, so we'll see if that trend continues. 0-2 coming from Sabathia. And he misses there. 1-2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Here now the 2-2. Is in there, a called strike 3.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in now the catcher Chris Iannetta. Now the first pitch from CC. And that's taken for strike 1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. The next 0-2 is looked at for ball 1.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is retired. But the Rockies push across 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's the Rockies 6 and the Padres nothing. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So an inning-opening single kicks off their half of the third.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Into the box now, Brandon Phillips, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. There goes Margot. Ground ball sent back up the middle. The tag, and he is out on to first, and they get them both.
Now batting, first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Here's the first pitch to him. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike to the Padres first baseman. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Desmond is in pursuit, and that ends the inning. Padres go down quietly. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Digging in, Ian Desmond. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Ian Desmond.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Now at the plate, Ryan McMahon. First pitch of the at-bat. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Six runs, 5 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Phillips is up with it. Throw on to first is in time, and Sabathia's got himself 2 quick outs.
Good range showing off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Into the box, Tyler Anderson. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Boy, and he's turned things around from that last inning as this pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now. 6 runs, 5 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. High in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Misses for ball 1.
1-2.
The 1-2. And now a soft liner here to the right side. Foul. Here he comes again. 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Hit down the third base line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now another 1-2 to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. But they're on top by a count of 6-0. Back alongside Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Will Myers is set to lead things off.
Will Myers.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one.
Nope.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
No strike.
And now pitch on the way. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. Here now the 2-2. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. So a base hit for him has him aboard to start out their half of the fourth as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Now at the plate, Hunter Renfroe. He popped out in his first trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A little bouncer. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. In the dirt. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that two-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up free bases.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Myers leads off second with nobody out. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Blackman comes on now, and he has it one down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting, third baseman, Chase Headley.
So a runner on second with one down now, and that'll bring in the dangerous switch hitter Chase Headley. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Nothing doing there for the Friars. They still find themselves down 6-0. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll start off the fifth in this one. First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Well, he's still out there to start the fifth inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in a big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight to strike zone.
Well, right back at him, and it hit him. And they are able to get the out at first, but more importantly, let's hope he's okay on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Now the first pitch from CeCe. A bouncer to the left side. And that's the second out.
The batter, number 20, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Nolan Arenado. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
Yeah, Matt, and that last at bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
Line drive to left. Myers is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for Colorado. They lead it 6-0. In now is A.J. Ellis. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Here's the first pitch to him. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Desmond is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Into the box, Freddie Galvis, a base hit in his first trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And it's fouled away. One out, nobody on. And here's one that misses to the Friars shortstop. It's a ball and a strike. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
The 2-1. is a fastball down below the knees.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Now a cut fastball, and this is over but low. It's ball 4.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
Alan Cordova is into the on-deck circle now, and by doing so, that'll signal the end for CC Sabathia. Who started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 3 homers, 13 RBIs. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Craig Stammen gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Lifetime versus Craig Stammen. He's gone 2 for 6. First offering on its way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Stammen offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, catcher, Chris Iannetta.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here it comes. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 20, Ian Desmond.
Stepping up now, Ian Desmond. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. The windup and the 0-1. Hard on the ground towards short. And that's going to be a base hit here for Desmond. So we'll go at least 1 at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. From the stretch. On the move is Desmond. Pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Now the 1-1 pitch. He's in there for strike number 2. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, McMahon is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. Rockies strand 1, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
First pitch on its way. Liner towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
It's really important to be a second baseman and have some athletic ability. And how about this right here? He goes up high to snag this line drive that was definitely headed to the outfield for a base hit.
Here's Brandon Phillips. As he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike. No hits to this point. The 0-1 on its way. Hit back up the middle. Story plays it in. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so you lose focus a little bit in the field. And sometimes as a player, you try to trick yourself into playing like it's a close game so you stay sharp.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Here comes the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackman is under it. 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Will Myers.
And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Will Myers. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Little dribbler down the line, but that one rolls foul. Phillips leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hard ground ball to third. Played on the backhand. Over to LeMahieu covering at the bag, and that ends the inning. 1 left for San Diego. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Back here at Petco Park, Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Edobre Ramos enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Edobre Ramos.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Tyler Anderson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's set and the pitch. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
1-0 count. Here it is. Line towards center field. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So that puts the Rockies leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
Stepping in now, DJ LeMahieu, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. So far 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0. Line drive to left. Myers is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
The batter, right fielder, David Dahl.
Settling in now, David Dahl. He was a ground out victim last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage. And he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
1-1 the count. High in the air down the right field line. Renfroe is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Charlie Blackmon. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Look out over near the on-deck circle as he whistles this one fouled off to the left. The 0-2 once more is low and outside for a ball. Lays off 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 1 left for Colorado. They lead it 6-0. Digging in, Hunter Renfroe. He flew out in his last at-bat.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Here's Chase Headley. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. After it is Blackmon. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
The catcher, number 8, A.J. Ellis.
So coming to the plate, A.J. Ellis. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. He's set. Here it comes. Late that time for a strike. The 0-1 on its way. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming in is Blackmon. He makes the catch, but here comes the runner from third. And now they've got the runner caught in a hot box as he thought about going home. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. This one pretty well in the bag. 8th inning coming up. It's the Rockies 6 and the Padres nothing. Now at the plate, Nolan Arenado. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one.
Nolan Arenado.
Colin Ray comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Ray.
First pitch on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The Friars came into this one riding pretty high, presented with the opportunity to sweep the series. However, it has clearly not gone the way they'd hoped.
One of the things you have to do is play 27 outs and not give any at-bats away. They're down by several runs here. It doesn't look good, but they still have a chance. And when you have a chance, you have hope.
Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
Myers is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting,
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a breaking ball stays outside. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fouled off. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Gone as it bangs off the LED board. A solo home run here off the bat of Trevor Story. His second home run of the game as this lead swells to 7-0.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the Story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
One out, nobody on. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
In now, Ian Desmond. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Slow roller out to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But the Rockies add 1 more to their lead, and it comes via the solo dinger. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Rockies 7 and the Padres nothing. Digging in now for San Diego, Freddie Galvis. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. After it is Blackman. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, pitcher, Colin Ray.
Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, Colin Ray. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Popped him up. McMahon is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Manuel Margot.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one just missed outside. Two out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. And that's through for a hit. So Brandon Phillips will bat next with 2 away.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. Been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Here's Brandon Phillips, as he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit. And he's safe.
He's safe.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Striding into the box, Eric Hosmer, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Wow, the Padres have been scuffling so far. They need to get a big hit, and it's about time somebody comes through right about now.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. That makes it 7-1 now.
Dan, this offense has been struggling to push a run across all game. Here they get a nice 2-out RBI in the 8th inning to drive in the first run.
You know, listen, it's taken them a while to get on the board, and, you know, they're still behind in this one, but it's better than getting shut out.
Here's Will Myers as he lines it out to center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. One more look at the full extension catch that strands 2 men on the base paths. More baseball from downtown San Diego right after this. Here's Ryan McMahon now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Standing in, Tyler Anderson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Rockies pitcher with a bat in his hands and a 1-2 count. The 1-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. The 2-2 one more time. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Now the 1-0. Popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Galvis is there, and the side is retired. Rockies strand 1. They're on top 7-1. Stepping into the box, Hunter Renfroe. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Hunter Renfroe.
First pitch of the at-bat. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe. Another try at 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Blackman is under it. He's got it one away.
Up next for the Padres, third baseman, Chase Headley.
So stepping in, Chase Headley. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Story is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Catcher, number 8, A.J. Ellis.
In now is A.J. Ellis. He was a double play victim last time around. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Drilled down the line. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
Into the box now, Freddie Galvis. Grounder down the line at third. Well, this is foul for the first strike. Comes set with the 0-1. Swinging a ball line softly down the left field line, but foul. San Diego down to their final strike. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. On the ground to the left side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dero, this pitcher's kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart, as he couldn't quite get that final out, but he will leave with the lead after a strong 8 2/3. Mike Dunn will make an appearance here, as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game. Austin Hedges will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Austin Hedges.
Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
They teach kids the same thing they teach pros here. When the ball is coming in tight like that, you don't open yourself up to it. You turn your back and absorb the blow. The thunk sounds a lot worse than it hurts. At least that's what they say.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Manuel Margot. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. 2 balls and no strikes to the Padres center fielder.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
That's
Ball 3, 3-0. Three and 1.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
This is the cat and mouse of today's game. 3-1 almost definitely bought you that fastball, and he took it. Interested to see if this pitcher goes to that well again, fear of bases being loaded, or he's willing to break something off.
And he'll make the catch to put an end to this one. And the Rockies will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
7-1 the final today. Colorado put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Tyler Anderson wins his team-leading 10th game of the year as he finished just 1 out shy of 9 complete innings. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ball game this afternoon, with the victorious Rockies, 7 runs on